Alright, let's learn how to throw a cross, right? That'll be my power hand. Your power hand is usually your more coordinated hand, but obviously if you're switching stances, getting ambidextrous, you should have both your hands feeling coordinated and powerful. But choose your more coordinated side now to be your power hand, and that hand will be back. So for me, I'm right-handed, I will stand in my orthodox stance. I'm going to throw my right hand, which is not considered my cross, okay? Again, start in a perfect position, head down, elbows in, hands up, feet shoulder width apart. Now I'm going to throw my cross. To throw my cross, and for this technique moving forward, I'm going to step with my left leg. As I step with my left leg, I'm going to do a little step and add the power to my hip by turning my knee down, being on the ball of my foot, okay? You can throw it just in place, right? We'll learn that first. So here we're going to be right in place, right? All I'm going to use is turning power on my back foot. If you've ever played baseball, it's like throwing a baseball. Okay, so I'm going to throw my punches, except you're going to keep your hand up. Here, we're going to rotate on my back foot, turning my hip towards the ground and my knee towards the ground. As I do that, I'm going to rotate my body. The number one mistake, again, people are going to do is you're going to really try to rotate hard, and you're going to drop your opposite hand here, and you're going to open yourself up for a counter. Number one thing, let's keep our opposite hand up. And stay tucked, right? Even though I'm twisting as hard as I can, I still stay in my shell. So here we go, I'm going to twist on my back foot, pointing my knee towards the ground and pointing my hips towards you. As I do that, I'm going to rotate. Again, I want to hit with my two big knuckles here. It's easier to break your hand when you hit your smaller knuckles. You have a little more power on your two big knuckles here. And by doing that, I'm going to rotate my thumb down, okay? Now as I turn, right, I'm staying in my shell, I'm turning here. Look, I don't turn my hand over till the last second. Because if I turn my hand over too soon, look what happens to my elbow. It comes out, I'm going to lose power, and my opponent's going to see my punch sooner. If he can see my punch, he can make me miss and then make me pay for it, right? So everything needs to be as sneaky as possible. Keep your opponent guessing. To be the best martial artist you can possibly be, I want my opponent to guess, right? That's why I mix my techniques up so much. That's why I switch my stances up so much, because my opponent needs to guess on what I'm doing. So do not let him see your punch. As I rotate here, again, I'm going to point my knee down, rotate on the ball of my foot, and I'm going to start extending my arm. As I extend my arm, I'm going to turn my knuckles over at the last second, right at that last impact, right? And that's where it's going to generate the force. Now, as you can see, my hand is up, this elbow is in, right? If I flare my elbow, I'm open for body shots, and I'm too loose, right? This is where I'm going to generate my power here. And look, my shoulder is up. I'm guarding my chin with my punch here, and my elbow is in, my two knuckles are right at me, right? This should be the perfect form. I don't want my chin above my shoulder because I'm open for hooks. This is where I should be landing my punches. Look, my knees point towards the ground because it's pushing my hips through, right? As I push my hips, this is where I generate my power, and I turn my foot into my punch, right? And that's just twisting in place, right? So I might be charging me, my opponent might be right there. Usually you have to gain ground, right? So I'm going to do that in a line drill. So you're going to step forward. As I step with my left, I got to step or rotate in with my right for my punch and my power, right? Canelo, now I'm back to my original stance. If I were to step and not bring my back foot in, I'm going to lose my power, and now after my punch, it's really hard to bring your hand back to your face. If you really extend it like this, your hand always swoops down, and now at that split time, I'm open for a counter. So I need my back foot to travel with me, because now I can twist back to my stance. Okay, I want to get back to my perfect defense. But let's do this in a line drill, okay? I'm going to start out this direction, and I'm going to throw just my crosses all the way down, okay? And by doing that, I have to step, right? So as I step, I'm going to step in, cross, right? Do a little bit slower for you, cross. I'm going to do southpaw, right? And I want these distances to be 10, 20 yards, if you have the space. It's not like I have a small room right now. You're going to have to do it a lot, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but choose your space and try to get it as long as you can so you get that repetition down. But now I'm going to do southpaw, right? So I can step forward, I'm going to bring my back foot in with me as I do my cross. Again, opposite hand stays up, shoulder blocks my chin, I really have that rotation, my knees pointing towards the ground, I'm on the ball of my feet, look, my hips are facing this direction. If my hips stayed this way and I punched, look how much extension I'm losing, as well as power. So if you want that power extension, really get that rotation in your hips, point your knee down, and all the power is going to come from my legs. This is where it's all generated. My arm's just the extra little snap at the end, okay? So again, I'm going to step forward, I'm going to step again, I'm going to rotate my hips, boom, See that rotation with my hips, hips are pointed down, shoulders blocked on my chin, I'm punching with my 2 big knuckles, back to my stance. Again, I'm stepping, back to the direction, another direction, and that is our cross. We'll do it for you guys, both stances again, facing you, just so you can see the rotation, and then the lack of elbow movement, right? I want you to see my punch coming. And the solid stance, right? Stepping out a little bit, getting those hips into it. And that is the cross.